So as he was examining my body and I was trying to like tell what was going on, I'm hearing D going off on one of the officers. Like he's just going off and the officer's threatening it. Like if he don't calm down, he's gonna be arrested. Like you need to calm down or you're gonna be arrested. And D was like, man, fuck this shit. He's still just going off. And Papa was like, let me go out there and see if I can calm him down. And the other officer that was in there with us, he was just like, okay. So Pop left and went out there to try to calm Darian down with the officers. And I'm standing with the officer in front of me. And he was just like, so he put his hands on you? I was like, yes, he did. He was just like, okay, can you write a statement? And in my mind, I'm just like, y'all want me to do too much right now. Like, I need to get to my kids so I can get out of here. The police have been called. This monster is mad. Like, y'all, I done woke the bear. Like, do y'all not understand? I done woke the bear. If his dad can't calm him down, if he's cussing at his dad, going off on his dad, y'all don't understand, like, how it's going to be for me. So y'all telling me I need to like write a statement and doing all of that? You want me to? I'm just like, y'all want me to write a statement in front of this man? Is already bad enough. I called his dad. Now y'all are here and y'all are talking to me and y'all see how he's looking and y'all see how he's mad and y'all want me to talk to y'all in front of him? Like, what? So I guess the officer can like sense like my nervousness and like my hesitation, and he saw that I kept darting my eyes at Darian. So he looked at me. He was like, how about this? How about we go sit in the car and I talk to you away from him? And in my mind, I'm like, motherfucker, that is not no good damn idea. I gotta walk right past him and you want me to sit in a cop car? Like, how is that gonna make things better? How? And I was just like, it's okay. I really don't want to write a statement. I just want to get to my kids. He was like, okay, well, we need a little bit more information. Anyway, we need your license and all of that, your identification. And I was just like, well, I don't have any of that on me. It's in my car. And he was just like, where's your car? I was like, I don't know. D parked somewhere and like walked. So it's somewhere. So the officer opened the door. He was like, hey, sir, where's the car? And D looked at him, and then he looked at me, and he didn't say nothing. I was like, sir, where's the car parked? And D was like, it's in here. And I looked at the officer. I was just like, I just need to go get my kids. He was like, okay, well, walk with me over here so I can write down some of your information, okay? Because we have to write a report. I was like, okay, all right. So I'm walking over to the car and I look over and D's just like, he's glaring at me, and Pop was like, don't look at her like that. Don't you look at her like that. And he's still just glaring at me. And I'm just like, oh my God, like, whew, all right. So I sit down, like the officer opened the front seat of his SUV, the cop car, whatever. I sit in the front seat facing him, like facing him or whatever not. And he was just like, okay, I need you to write a statement. I was like, I don't want to write a statement. He was just like, okay, well, how about this? How about I get you a paper and you just circle, like it's going to have like this image on it, and you just circle where he hit you. Can you do that for me? And I'm looking at him, and I'm like turning over and looking at D, because he is still just standing there. He's quiet now. He's glaring. He's standing there, Pop standing beside him, and another officer was standing right there too. So I'm just like, I look over at him, and officer's like, no, look at me. Can you circle where he hit you? And I looked at him. He's like, look, I'm just handing you this paper and a pen. Circle where he hit you. You don't have to say anything. Just circle where he hit you. So he handed me the paper, and I look up at him, and I look down. I grabbed the pen and like tried to circle real fast. And then I handed him back the paper. And then he looked at me. He was just like, do you want to press charges? I looked up at him. He was just like, do you want to press charges? I was like, I really just want to get my kids. He was like, okay, but I need you to understand, we cannot arrest him if you do not press charges. Like, we can't arrest him right now. Yes, you said that he put his hands on you, but you have no physical marks. So we cannot arrest him because you have no physical marks. And I'm just looking at him, I'm just like, but I'm red. Like, I'm red. I mean, the bruise is going to show up tomorrow. Maybe in the next hour they're going to show up. But I'm like, there. I'm like, but he did hit me. And the officer's like, I understand that. But because you have no physical marks, we can't arrest him, and we're going to have to let him go. So we need you to come down to the station to press charges, write a statement. And I'm looking at him, I'm just like, I just need to go. I need to go get my kids. Because in my mind, I'm just like, you literally just told me there is nothing that you can do for me. So right now, I just need to get my kids and get the fuck on. Like, I don't need to be writing no statement. I don't need to come down to the precinct. You're about to let the monster go. So no, I need to get the fuck up out of here and get my kids, because he has access to my kids because he was on their daycare pickup list. I'm like, I got to get to my kids. So I looked at the officer. I'm like, I really need to go get to my kids. I need to go get to my kids. So the officer looked over at Pop Pop, and he waved them over to where we were. And Pop Pop came over there, and then he got on his little mic to let the other officer know that they can let him go because I wasn't pressing charges. So Pop Pop comes over, and I was like, Pop Pop, I have to go get the kids. He was like, all right, Kayana. So did you write your statement? I was like, I need to just go get the kids. Please just let me go get the kids. And then the officer looked at me. He was like, you don't want to press charges. I was like, sir, I really just need to go get my kids. Because at this time, D had left. He left. And I'm still talking to the officers. I'm just like, I need to go get my kids. Please, can I go get my kids? And then the officer looked at me. And I looked up at him. And he was just like, ma'am, I understand that you're scared. So answer this, okay? He was like, do you want me to file charges? And I looked up at him, and I did like a slight nod for yes. He was like, okay. And then Pop Pop was just like, what I want you guys to do, is there any way that y'all can follow her to the daycare to pick up the kids? And the officer's like, yeah, we can follow. And I'm looking at Pop Pop, and I'm just like, why would you ask the police to follow me somewhere with this maniac? And I know y'all are saying like, yo, that was the best thing for him to do. But in my mind, I'm just like, they done let him loose. I don't know what he ate. And then I'm about to be escorted by police. This man could lose his marbles because I'm being escorted to the kids. And he knows when I get to the kids, I'm gone. And I'm being escorted by police to the kids. So in my mind, I'm just like, no, like, please don't. So the officer's like, okay, yeah, we're going to get in the car and we're going to follow you to the daycare. He was like, where's the kids? I'm like, well, the oldest two, they're at the karate academy. The baby is down the street at the daycare. He's like, okay, we're going to take you to your car, because D had told the other officer where the car was. So we went down to my car. I got in the driver's seat, and I started the car and I was finna drive off. I was like, hold on. Let the other officer get in his car. Hold on 1 second. It's like, I know you want to go. Just hold on 1 second. And I'm looking. I'm just like, what the fuck? Like what? I'm like, okay, all right. 2 minutes went by. The officer came. I'm like, cool. And I whip up out of the parking garage. When I whip up out of the parking garage, I turned the corner to go to the light. I look, because you could still see the parking lot of my job. I looked to my right, D's truck was gone. I was like, fuck, I gotta beat him there. So I put on my hazards, and I'm hightailing it to the goddamn Karate Academy first. Because I'm just like, look, he gonna go to the Karate Academy first and get the big kids, because it's right there before you get to the daycare. I'm like, I'm gonna get to the Karate Academy, and I'm gonna get him. I gotta beat him there. I'm like, I gotta beat him there. And then on the way there, I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna call Kayon's daycare and let them know not to release Kayon to Darian. So I called Kayon daycare. I'm like, just in case he get to Kayon before I can get to Kayon, they gonna know not to release him. So I called Kayon daycare. I was like, hey, this is Kiana, Kayon's mom. I'm going to be on my way with the police. Do not release Kion to his dad. Wait till me and the police officer to get there. And the director's like, is everything okay? I said, everything is fine. I am on my way there with the police. Do not release Kion to his dad until I get there. And it was like, okay. So I get to the karate academy. Like I whipped into that parking lot. I run inside and I was just like, hey, I'm here for Jackson and King. The director came out. He was just like, their dad just picked them up. I was like, what? He was like, yeah. I was like, how long ago? He was like, literally just left him like 2 minutes ago. I was like, fuck. And I started running out. And when I started running out, because the officers was trying to walk into the building, I ran past them. They was like, what's going on? I was like, he got them already. I got to get to the daycare.